We're seeing a lot of beautiful coaches, different trends emerging in the intercity segment. Then, of course, a lot of activity on the school bus side, also on the staff bus side, and then there are those micro mobility options. Now, KRN SPH, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Footfalls look very encouraging. Sentiment looks very buoyant for the segment. Tell us about which segment is kicking for you. 12 meter, 13.5, 15 meter.
All of them are kicking for us, and especially electric bus, 12 meter and 9 meter are very promising.
Right.
Because government is promising for about 30,000 buses by 2030. So that looks very, very promising. And we are hoping to see good order book in next couple of years.
Right. You are already partnering with OEMs who seem to have a very, very strong order pipeline. A word on how you are working at the back end with the OEMs to deliver solutions perhaps that are not even commercialized in the market.
See, we are doing backward integration, and a lot of things we are localizing in India to achieve the norms of this domestic value addition (DVA). So we are doing a lot of homework on that.
Are you all benefiting from schemes like the PLI, etc.?
Yes.
Okay. So you feel that the returns on that scheme are high.
Correct.
Right. And what is the direct impact of schemes like the PM E-Drive, the PM E-Bus Seva, which is seeming to drive the volumes?
That doesn't come directly to us. No direct benefit, but yes, indirect benefit. There are a lot of volumes are increasing, and a lot of players are coming nowadays. I mean, you can see there is one company called Future Mobility also. They are also coming into this, and even JP Minda Group is also coming into the
right.
So we see a lot of promising business here, and a lot of big OEMs are coming now.
Right. You've launched one of your largest units as well. Tell us a little about it. On
this particular unit, we've launched this for sleeper coaches.
Right.
13.5 to 15 meters. So it has one of the largest condensers so far in the industry.
Right.
And the speciality is that it comes with 100% copper coil.
Okay.
And with a specialized coating, we call it OSCAM coating, which prevents the copper tube from rusting and corrosion specifically in the coastal areas.
Right.
And places like, where in the cities where we have open drains and also a lot of methane gas, which corrodes the
wiring and
So this prevents it, and we are so confident about the quality of this particular coating and our heat exchanger coils. We are even offering 5 years warranty on our coils.
Okay. What is the kind of
I want to add one thing. This differentiates us from the competition because no other competition has
providing that.
Yes, so that is a differentiating thing from the competition.
Right. From our total ballpark, from all segments or from a particular segment perspective, where would your market share be? Just to assess how the industry is shaping out.
We are, you can say only 8 months old.
Right.
So
challenger brands are doing well, by the way.
So thank you for that. So we are hoping, and we are getting a wonderful response from all the OEMs. And we can make out from this exhibition, Prawaas 5.2, that a lot of OEM customers who have visited us, they have promised us, and yes, it looks pretty good.
Promising. Yeah. Okay. One final question. Everybody obviously is consumed by the domestic demand itself. There is a lot of focus on localization. So how much is your localization level? Is it completely an indigenous solution from India? And are there any export aspirations?
Exports, yes, we do a lot of exports in coils.
Okay.
60% of our production of heat exchanger coils goes into exports.
Okay.
As far as the bus AC segment is concerned, again, yes, we are doing some exports at component levels, and we also have plans very soon to do the complete modules.
Right. And from a near-term perspective, any volatilities because of the commodity situation, inflation, availability?
Yes, there was a little price hike from the suppliers, and yes, we are also expecting some price hike from our
ballpark figure percentage-wise would be
percentage-wise it was about 5 to 7% in totality.
Right. So you had to perhaps take a difficult decision of passing through to the customer or shielding the customer.
Customers are supportive and they understand this, and to an extent they are passing on the price hike to us.
Right. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much.